Dude, you would not believe what I'm gonna say. But Darkside Phil, DSP Gaming, Phil Brunel, the guy that begs all the time, he didn't beg one day. And this video is gonna tell you why. Okay, now that the clickbait is over, this video is not gonna tell you why. This is a video going through all the reasons people are speculating why Darkside Phil did not beg for that one specific day. Yes, that's a thing that happens. You guys know that I love gossip and speculation, and this is the ultimate gossip speculation video because we might never find out. So to recap, this guy, a couple of days ago, he had this marathon where he drank a bunch of alcohol and he got like $1,400 or something. I don't know. He got a bunch of money. And then the next day, he made some cryptic post about something happening and he couldn't do the day stream. But then he did the day stream. But instead of doing it the normal way, he didn't do the podcast and he just played video games. And many people have said, I'm saying this to relinquish myself of any kind of accountability or responsibility about what I'm going to say, but many people have said that his behavior was very uncharacteristic of someone who begs for money all the time, because he didn't beg for money and he was acting kind of suspicious. I didn't really watch much of what happened, but I can tell you from what I've seen and what I've heard talking about, he's been pretty suspicious. So I made a very sophisticated list of 8 reasons why this could be happening. And I'm going to talk about them and tell you what I feel about them. And hopefully you're going to put this video on in the background and not pay attention to it so you don't call me out on any inconsistencies in logic or reasoning. So yes, thanks. But before you put the video in the background, smash that like button and subscribe and give me your money, bitch. Anyways, let's get into it. First one is, of course, the most hyped one of all time. This is one of the greatest things that has happened or will never happen is team divorce. Phil and Kat are getting divorced. You heard it here first, folks. I'm telling you right now, I found from a reliable source that Phil and Kat are getting divorced. She's taking Jasper. She's taking the PlayStation 5 Pro. She's taking the TV. She's taking the downs from the Rafters account. She's taking everything. But jokes aside, people have been speculating for a long time based on their own interpretation of his relationship with his wife that they might not be getting along and they might be getting divorced, which I don't know. I've told people that my hottest take is that their relationship is not as bad as people think. I think both of them are pretty content with being in that kind of a relationship and that type of a relationship. And even if they don't like each other very much or don't love each other, I hate to break it to you, but there's many people that live together their entire lives, even though they don't like each other very much because of circumstances or because of things that are binding between them. That prevent them from separating. In this case, I don't think they're getting divorced. I don't think it's at least as extreme as that. I don't know. Of course, this whole video is about how I don't know. So I'm just kind of giving you my raw thoughts here. This is why this video is going to be unedited, because it's raw. Is the raw content. Okay, so I don't think they're getting divorced. I think they get along fine. Of course, they've been together for like, 6-7 years? I don't know. I think 6 years since like 2019. It doesn't matter. But that's what I'm thinking at this point. They're probably fighting from time to time, like every couple that's been together for that long is going to fight. They might even be fighting more than necessary because Darkside Phil is involved in the relationship dynamic. He's actually 50% of the relationship. So yeah, they're probably fighting. They're probably not getting along the best ever. But based on my opinion of Kat, which is about the same opinion I would have for a carpet, for example, I don't think she's going anywhere. I don't think she can afford to go anywhere or anyone else wants her, to put it bluntly. So yes, we're excluding option number 1, which is divorce. So I'm sorry, team divorce. You got to sell all your divorce coin. Next, we have, I might bundle these together as one entry. Let's just call it team health, okay? Here we're talking about a health scare in particular, something that happened that really freaked him out, that made him be rattled for like the whole day, I think is some kind of a health scare, like something happening with Jasper maybe, or something happening with his parents maybe. No one really knows. We know that Kat is not in the best physical shape imaginable, because her physical shape is a circle. And also, she's on some kind of medicine, blah, blah, blah. You know how that goes. But I don't really think, if my opinion and my perspective on Darkseid Phil is correct, I don't think he would really give that much of a shit and be that concerned if anyone other than himself was in a bad health situation. So I don't know. And hopefully you don't know either, because you're already listening to this in the background and you're in the bathroom doing something. So you don't even get to hear this part, which is good, because I said a bunch of stuff that is probably wrong. Anyways, I don't think it's a health scare unless we're talking about him. If he, I don't know, I'm going to make up some fan fiction. Let's say after the marathon, you know, he's drunk as fuck, he's stumbling in bed or something, and he gets like a sharp pain in his chest, and he's got shortness of breath, and he starts panicking. He's like, dude, I'm about to die. I'm about to blow up. I'm about to bust. And maybe the next day, when you have like a moment like this, the next day afterwards, you kind of, well, I don't want to say you appreciate life, but I guess it gives you kind of a sense of perspective when you get some kind of a scare like that. So maybe something like that happened, but probably just to him. I would exclude everybody else, even though Kat is a pretty likely victim of a health scare. Anyways, let's move on to the next one. So I eliminated 4 entries with this. So Jasper, Dave, Linda, DSP, and Kat health situation. I don't know if it's any of that. Like I said, I don't know anything. I'm just a fucking idiot. Never know anything. That's why you guys love me, because I never know anything. And I've never seen or heard or been anywhere. Why are you listening to me again? Anyways, next we have someone / Triple P asked him not to beg or not to be toxic or to try and starve his trolls of content. Which is, I guess, that kind of seems like a characteristic thing that Triple P would say. It would be like, hey, Phil, why don't you try and do a social experiment where you don't beg for money and you don't call people mouth droolers and retards, and see what Duty's gonna do then. He's gonna fucking starve to death. Even though that does sound like something that Triple P would say, because for somebody who is that deep into talking to lolcows, he sure doesn't really understand him all that good. But yes, if it was a thing that happened and Triple P asked him to do like a social experiment and not beg or be nice or be normal for just a day to see what's going to happen, because, you know, that opens the door to DSP showing up on stream today and being like, oh, you know what? Yesterday I did a social experiment. Do you hear the fucking Discord pings? I hope you don't. But if you did, it's my Discord. I'm going to close it now. Thank me later, buddy. So, what was I going to say? Yes, that opens the door to this guy showing up on stream today and being like, you know what? No matter what I do, the trolls are still going to fucking follow me and obsess with me, because yesterday I didn't even beg. I didn't ask for money at all. I didn't insult anybody. I didn't ban anybody. And they still made a video about it. And fucking Duty still said that I'm divorcing my wife or some shit. So yeah, that is kind of possible. And I would see DSP maybe doing something like that or trying something like that to prove a point, much like he's done in the past, where he would do something really dumb to bait people into trolling him and then be like, you see, they trolled me when I asked for it. Yeah, that's the thing. Then we get to the inevitable. The taxman. The taxman is here yet again, buddy. Open up the Velcro. Give me all that positivity. So yes, it's tax season as far as I know. This is gonna be the part where I wish you played this in the background the most. So yes, it's tax season allegedly. And I don't know how taxes work in the U.S. I've heard it's almost like a necromancy ritual where you have to count how much money you owe the government, and then the government disagrees or agrees and gives you some extra money back or some shit. I don't know. But what I know is that DSP is the last person I would suspect of doing his taxes wrong. So yes, for someone who has had such a illustrious history with doing his taxes in phenomenal and never before seen ways, I would pretty much think that maybe he fucked something up this time again. So yes, it is entirely possible he's been sweating because of taxes, or maybe his tax guy told him something and things are not good. But then again, I don't know. I completely don't know how he does his taxes. As far as I know, it's some kind of a payment plan. It's like paying your taxes for people that try and avoid paying their taxes. That's what he's going through. So yeah, it might be that. I guess it is sort of likely because given his history. Then we move on to the next one. And this is the recent August the Duck video. So this is a guy with like, I think 2 million subs that made a video about how much DSP sucks. And it's not just about how much DSP sucks, it's about how much DSP is worse than before, which is something that Phil definitely doesn't like. And that video, even though it didn't get all that many views, which is, well, it got like 300,000, I think. It's pretty damaging to DSP's public-facing reputation, I guess. But then again, I don't think that if he tries not to beg for money for one day or try and be normal for one day, that's going to have some kind of an effect. I don't think that video is going to really change much about the public perception of him because the damage has already been done. And also the propaganda in favor of Phil is also pretty bad because it's pretty much all I hear from when it comes to like positive discussion about DSP is coming from Kino Casino, who basically say, well, he's not a rapist pedophile. He doesn't rape babies, so he's not that bad. Tell me, how many people has he killed? Oh, none? Well, why do you dislike him then? Why do you dislike this guy? And this is just some flimsy and really stupid logic that just doesn't work. So yes, people will dislike DSP no matter what he does because he's just a fundamentally very dislikable person. And the last one, I think, is very, very likely somehow. I don't really know how, but I think it's likely. And the last reason I think he has changed his ways, or at least for one day, is perhaps he got slapped on the wrist by YouTube or Kick because, well, I don't really know why, but there could be many reasons because this guy does many, many shady things. When it comes to his goals and the different methods you can give him money and the different conditions he has, when it comes to drinking on stream and asking people to give him money explicitly so he can drink, a lot of that stuff, I don't know exactly how it goes in terms of the terms of service, but it sounds like a gray area to me. So I wouldn't be surprised if he got like maybe a community guideline strike or something like that, and he got rattled because you know what's going to happen on YouTube if he can't stream. He got to go stream on DSP Reacts, and then he got to make like 15,000 emergency videos about it. And he wants to avoid that like the plague. But because what I saw, the little I saw from the clips from yesterday, this guy looked kind of suspiciously rattled, as in maybe I don't know how to say it. I wouldn't say scared. I wouldn't say he was scared, but he looked very unusual and very as if he was trying to avoid something, as if he was trying to make you not pay attention to something. But I don't know. As always, this is my speculation. This is my my mouth drooler opinion. But yes, I think out of all the reasons that I'm looking at right now, so it's a health scare, it's a divorce scare, it's somebody asked him not to beg or not to make an ass out of himself. The taxes, the August the Duck video, getting a slap on the wrist by YouTube or Kick. And there was one last one. I didn't put this on the list because I don't know. I don't know why. I guess I forgot. But perhaps someone, a third party, told him to act more personable, I guess, or to act normal. Now that I said this, I'm kind of hesitant. I don't know, because this guy, he kind of respects authority. Like if a policeman tells him to do something, he's gonna do it. If I don't know, if if his lawyer tells him don't talk about this shit, he's just not gonna talk about it, which is kind of a normal thing to do. So I'm thinking maybe I don't even know what I'm thinking. I didn't think this through. This is a live a live stream of consciousness segment, but I'm not cutting this out. This is gonna be a raw video because you're already playing it in the background. Who cares? It's gonna be the shittiest video ever. So yes, I don't know, but if I had to rank them, I would say that health is pretty possible if it was a health scare regarding him. If like I said, something bad, there was a symptom of something bad happening and he got scared and he decided to like become a new person overnight. I think also it could be related. In any case, I do think it's something that is related to him specifically. I don't think it's related to Kat because he doesn't really care very much, in my opinion. I don't think it's related to his parents because he cares even less about them, unless someone literally died. And something I forgot to mention, maybe I should edit this video. Something I forgot to mention is that Triple P recently on Kino Casino just fucking straight up ripped into this guy and called him a bum and a loser in a way that cannot be seen as razzing. It was just straight up like he was shitting on him. And I'm going to try, I think I have it bookmarked, even though I don't have it prepared. Yeah, here it is. Here it is. I'm going to just play the audio, but you don't need to see it. It's just imagine a fat guy.
Gave all our money to Dark Side Phil.
Fuck Phil.
Damn you, Chad. Fuck Phil. Phil's a fucking bum, and his wife's fat. She's fat.
No, I'm just kidding, Phil. Guys,
Oh, we love you, Phil. I'm sorry.
Yeah, this is, I mean, this, how are you gonna, are you gonna make this seem like it's razzing? No, they're just straight up making fun of him. And he called his wife fat like twice. Come on. And I think it might be setting in the reality of the situation, might be setting in that they literally took advantage of him and turned him 5 times more clownish than he used to be. And I think he might be backpedaling on that by doing the exact opposite. So by not doing the big clown show segments of like, oh, let's fill in the king's coffers and all the other shit that he stole from Triple P, he's not doing the like actual super arrogant segments. He's just literally flipping it around. He's doing the inverted of what he used to do. And I think that's might be a reason why. But yes, in conclusion, all of these things can be a reason why. I just enjoy making these speculation, gossip, prediction videos because eventually I might end up being right about something. And I like being right about stuff. And I don't care about being wrong about stuff either. So if I'm wrong about all of this, who fucking cares? I just spent 20 minutes gossiping about Darkside Phil again. So I have no problem with that. Thanks for watching. Peace out. Keep it flat and yong out.